Thanks for tuning in to GVTV. And today I'm going to be focusing on food. Now this is depending on what kind of order you watching my videos in, just to give you a little background on what I'm doing. Basically, it's a lot of different things going on in the world. I just come out here to do my part. I focus a lot on motivation, things of that. So I want to help people out with the knowledge that basically share the knowledge that I learned. And today, I mean, in these seminars, I like to take it slow and do all of that. Now I'm lying. I don't like to take it slow. I like to go right in. So today I'm gonna be focusing on food. You know, when I was, I love food. I love it. Food is good for the soul. Very enriching. It's a lot of different nutrients, vitamins. It's all types of things you can get from food. Now, looking at what we got going on in today's world, the food is not up to standards. It's not, you know. So we really got to be mindful of what we putting in our body. Like with all this with everything coming on, a lot of new different things that you see, we still got. In all these videos, I might not all of them, but I'm gonna look to focus on distractions too, because there's so many things out here distracting you. But that's why it's really important that you focus on what you're taking. Now, again, food it's a general, because a lot of different, you got brain food, stomach food, you know, different food, but I'm really just focusing in on stuff you eat, like stomach food. So I really wanted to think about what type of foods out there good for you. Well, you know, there's a lot of different fruits and veggies, and recently I discovered we got based on blood types, they have different food diets. So that's something you might want to look into, because you could be doing something good or something bad to your body and not aware of it. So, you know, the different blood types, think about that. And also when you're thinking about food, really they list the ingredients on the containers. It doesn't take that long, maybe about an extra 20 seconds to read what you're putting in your body. Now, primarily my goal is to stay away from foods, processed foods, any foods that's been in any process. I don't want that. I mean, that just makes it harder for my body to break down and digest. Like, I know we think, like, once we're just thinking about think about that sensation, the sensation of eating a food. You know, like, oh, I don't care what's in it, I just want to eat it and then deal with that. Well, you know, I recommend you research parasites, worms in foods. Yes, it's all types of stuff in foods. I mean, your intestine, you know, I've heard, but your intestine's like a mile long. You got all of this stuff that's stored into it, and it's not going to go through your body as fast if there's a process, because then your body has to break that processed stuff down, and the human body wasn't meant for those things. You know, any things that are made in the lab weren't meant for it. If you see the word artificial is just a synonym for fake. It's not real. And you want a natural, even now they're getting tricky with the word natural, because natural doesn't mean organic. You know, natural, and you can be a naturally fake food. You know, so you be mindful. I don't say be careful, I say be mindful of what you're taking in. Like, my goals, I'm just sharing with you, my goals is to eat as much as organic as I can. You know, it's difficult. I might have to go to this store, spend like $20 over here, and then go to this store to get I gotta spread it out. But hey, this is my body. It's that important to me. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I don't have enough time or money. No, not time, because time is, you're gonna have time to eat. So it's really money. I don't have enough money or income to buy these organic foods. You always do. However, you can't do both. You can't be buying organic foods and then look to be eating at McDonald's. It's gonna cut into your pockets. You gotta cut that out. Now, that's something I really wanted to talk about with the McDonald's and all of them places. You know, I'm not gonna shout out all the other restaurants, because this is not about promotion for them. But I'm just saying, think about how many chains. They even call them chains. Chain restaurants. Now, when you think about chains, let's think about the chains of slavery. So that's because that's what, you know, people was in chains. So now that's what they got people in. Going to these chains, these restaurants. They pop up everywhere. It don't matter if you into, well, let me say, because I'm an East Coast dude. So I'm just, if it don't matter if you in Jersey, or it don't matter if you in Florida, they got these same chains that pop up all up and down the coast. You know what I mean? Well, I'm sure I be seeing chains popping up online, and they got stuff on in China, Japan, these chains, and what they're doing. Think about it. How are they getting enough food? How are they getting enough meat supply to support their industries are not, and all the foods, and you don't know what they're putting in that food. They don't care. Their goal is to make money. They're not like, oh, I mean, look, the country America is getting, supposedly our economy is definitely decreasing. They've been talking about it. I mean, they might say we're on the up move now, but for the last, I would say about last 5 to 10 years, it's been definitely in a decreasing mode. Or it's not. I mean, there's a lot of focus on that, but they still popping up new chains everywhere. Chains keep you in them chains. Them chains. What animals are they doing to get them foods? Like look it up. Look up what is it? Food glue, meat glue. Like they're gluing meat together, pieces together, glue it, put it in the process, put it in a thing. And when you get it, you think you got this fillet. That's all. Oh no. There's other stuff in there. Think about when you eat. Like there's so many videos on what they do to this meat. Now that's really what made me stop eating it. It's like, man, you see how they killing these. They killing these kids. Like after I've seen some of them videos, then I would go to eat the meat. I hear like don't look, like, you know how fear and petrified that is. Imagine if that was you. Like you know what I'm saying? They bashing their heads in, bashing them in. They don't care. Think about the cow. Like that's why now I think I have a better understanding why they're not eating. They've been not eating cows and beefs. Like think what they do with the cows. Just that I'm not gonna break down every animal because that do your research. But nah, you want to keep eating meat. This is what you eating. Look at the cow. You know what I mean? They take the cow. They you know what I'm saying? They milk it. They get it for its milk. Which. A lot of people of color that I notice are lactose intolerant because that milk is not for us. That's like me taking human milk and giving it to a cow. Why the fuck would it want to drink that? So I'm just saying that's the same thing we're doing. But anyway, so we milk it. We get their milk. That's for their baby because that's how it is for us. The milk is for the baby. You know what I mean? But anyway, we take their milk. We drinking that milk with the pus and all of that, messing our stomachs up. Okay, we can't process that right. Then from the cow. Okay, they after they milk it, they bash it, kill it, whatever they gotta do. Get the meat, get the beef, them steaks, them porterhouses, them ribeyes, all that you like, you know what I mean? They take that, you know what I'm saying, they get that to you. So they make money off the milk, they make money off the steaks and the meat and all of that, and all of the other. I think what they even sell, cow tongue. I don't know. You want to eat some tongue? Okay. And so then they take that. Then after that, no, you would say, okay, now they're done. No, then they strip it and make leather and make money, like all from that. They don't. That's how they operate it. And there's so many animals you could break down like that. I'm not like saying. Well, I am saying, don't eat that shit. Don't eat that shit. It's not going to do what it do to you. Like it takes so long for that to process. Like when you eating fruits, veggies, nuts, berries, beans, things like that, things that come from the earth. That's what you're supposed to do. You come from the earth. So let me break it down a different way. Like I said, go back to artificial because I used to be big into taking protein shakes, creatine, all that fake shit. You know what I mean? Now you got some plant protein, you got some healthy proteins that come from organic sources. But that and it's still even now you want to be mindful of what you're taking. But I know for them like whey isolates and all of that shit, and it says artificial flavors. Again, every time you see the artificial, it's fake. Just like artificial intelligence. It's not real. It's not. I mean, it's real in the created. It's been created, but it's not in the natural life form. It has to be somebody else inputting. So okay, that's two things I wanted to talk about first. All right, look at in America. Look at the American diet. They say you're supposed to eat 3 square meals a day. So you got 3 times you eating meat a day. 3 times. Then you multiply that for how many days is in a month? So 30. So that's 30. You eat meat 3 times a day. That's 90 times in a month that you ate meat. Now it's like, what's the big deal? You're not seeing. Okay, first remember them chains. They popping up everywhere. Popeye, all that. So there's a limited